This is actually dog meat.
That's good.
It's one of the rare food that is even a little bit hard for me. Boom! Trust me, no matter how hard you try, you're always somehow in the way of one of those motorcycles. It's 3:55 in the morning. It's time to go apparently.
Hi,
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
David, nice to meet you.
Me and David. You ready? Ready.
We're ready, caffeinated, and hungry. Let me tell you guys, this city here in Hanoi never sleeps. With all the wholesale market, even though it's not even 4 a.m. yet, there's people everywhere and business going on everywhere.
So we are doing our food tour today with a chef's tour. We have Chef Duan here. We're gonna put their link down below for this tour in case you want to book for yourself. I'm excited.
This morning it starts with the meat. If you're a vegan, I would definitely avoid this street, but it's very interesting to see. So basically the meat comes from a few kilometers away where it's actually slaughtered and then brought on this street here, depending on the orders that they have for the day. Then they just prepare the meat, the different cuts, put those in truck, and it's going out for different restaurants and different wholesalers around the city. Like there's a lot going on here this morning. So as we walk, we were noticing that apart from the meat, they seem to be keeping all the bones, and the chef that's with us was basically explaining us that this is how they make the base of the pho. And pho can cook up to like 14 hours. So they take those bones and just let them boil to get all the little pieces of meat. And trust me, the pho here in Vietnam is a must eat. So now we are kind of in the fruits and vegetables section, and it's crazy to see that all of this in a couple hours is going to be completely gone. At 6 a.m. everyone is gone. The proof is behind most of the people selling those fruits and vegetables is actually other businesses, from electronics, clothing, and all that good stuff.
And the Saigon they use for the pho, this one. And for in here we use for the pancake and fat spring roll, fried spring roll.
Fun fact, here in Vietnam, road safety actually made produce and other goods more expensive, because back in the days, the motorcycles that you see everywhere were piling tons of goods in the back, but now they get fined for it, so they can only bring smaller amounts of goods. Therefore, things get a little bit more expensive.
You smell it.
Oh, that's good. So this here is a fig, but normally we have them dried. This one is not dried, and it is very, very drying to the mouth and tangy. Very different.
Right now we are walking through one of the busiest part of the Long Bien market, and we are just under the Long Bien bridge. And fun fact, this bridge was actually built by Alexandre Gustave Eiffel, the same architect that designed the Eiffel Tower in France. It is a bit chaotic, but it also has a beautiful order to it. But trust me, it is very hard to not feel like you're in the way. I'm definitely in the way, I'm sorry. So in this part of the market, the most popular item are lychees, and this is all the leaves that you see on the ground. This is produced locally, but fun fact, a lot of the fruits and vegetables are not actually from Vietnam. They're from Thailand and China and all the countries around, but also like New Zealand, US, and even Canada. I know it might not look like it, but right now it is just 5 a.m. and it's starting to quiet down a little bit in a way, because a lot of the vendors are already gone because they're fully sold out.
So we have fish cakes and squid here, but this
You
here
have
is
a
wholesale.
and the squid.
Okay.
Squid and fish.
Squid and fish. These are the wholesale ones. So basically they half cook them, and then all the restaurants come and pick them up and then when they go to serve them, they cook the rest. But yeah, let's. They did cook ours fully, obviously, but I want to try it.
The fish with the bitter leaf, try. Just a flavor.
That's good. That's really good squid.
The squid and fish cake were so good, and a nice introduction to this new part of the market that you guys can't smell, but I sure can. This is the seafood section, and there is everything you can imagine if it lives in the ocean. It is here in a bucket somewhere. So up next we're getting a wild cosmos omelette from this nice lady there, and it's funny because this omelette is part of the food tour but not always, because she's just moving around with her cart, so it's just a matter of if our guide sees her in the morning or not. So we got lucky this morning. Thank you very much. Omelette. Very nice. That's very good. I mean, perfect way to start the day, an omelette. I guess we did start with squid cake, but this is nice. And it can't get fresher than this. And they have a nice little dipping sauce like garlic, pepper, chili sauce. Super, super nice. And lime, I think.
By the way, these are not just two random people. These are my parents. They came all the way over from Canada to travel Vietnam with us, so we of course had to take them on a food tour.
Today I'm gonna try balut. It's something I've been wanting to try for a very long time, and it's happening right now, out of the blue.
Yeah, the egg, but inside the baby duck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes. In Vietnamese, men always try this one with the right wine, 50% alcohol.
So you can see a little bit of feathers. Like, this is basically a fertilized duck egg, and you can see like the head on the side there. So I'm gonna start with the yolk, which I feel like it's the easier part. But this is like a delicacy in many places around Asia, and it's one of the rare food that is even a little bit hard for me. Okay.
The duck head.
You're gonna give me the head first? Like, yes, this is a baby duck head. Bottoms up.
It tastes very nice.
It tastes very nice if you can forget that it's a duck head.
Like that?
Yeah.
And like that together. 1, 2, 3.
That's a big bite.
Yes?
That's like half of the egg right there. She's laughing at me. You guys are laughing, you're not even trying it.
There you go. Respecting you, man.
We are proud of you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, bottoms up.
Yeah, go. Oh my.
Tastes like chicken.
Does it?
Yeah. My plan was to eat one bite of that.
Yeah. Here's
My
the whole
second
thing.
bite of that, because of her, was half the full thing. If you can forget it's a baby duck, like a fetus, it tastes like chicken, basically. Thank you so much. Boom. I remember eating my first ever little worm in the streets of Thailand like a few years ago, and it's crazy how that moment was so hard for me. And since then I've ate so many, let's say, exotic food that even that I thought would bother me a little bit more. But no, I went bottoms up. I ate pretty much the full thing, even the head and the feet and all that good stuff. And it's not bad. Just a quick fun fact about rent. This place here in the market, because it is so busy, the rent are so expensive. Every little hole in the wall that you see is about 3,000 USD every single month. You've got to sell a lot of little crabs for that price. So the reason why this market operates basically in the middle of the night is for one simple reason, one word: freshness. And it's because all the hotels, restaurants, and smaller market, they come here to buy their ingredient to sell basically for the rest of the day. As the sun is rising right now in Hanoi, people are slowly packing up and they're pretty much done their night. But we're not done eating.
You smell it.
Woo, strong, very strong flavor.
very strong.
So that is called shimpet. It's basically like some sort of sauce or paste that's made out of fermented fish, and they eat it with fried tofu. So I guess we're gonna try that.
Bán có một tí không đông người chặt take away, okay. Take away. Cắt cho một suất rồi tới không thôi. Rồi cắt cho một suất em đi.
The lady selling the fried tofu is a little mad this morning. She just wants to give it to us at takeaway. She doesn't want us to stick around because then people don't see her and it's not good for business. Which, fair point, fair point. We'll take it away. So now it is almost 7 a.m. and we are in a different part of the market. Everything that you saw from this point on was actually wholesale. Now these are the local vendors that are selling to locals basically for like personal consumption. So this is what we bought earlier, basically the fried tofu. She had a noodle, the champet, which is also locally called toilet sauce. It is made mainly with fermented fish. Has a strong flavor apparently, so we're gonna go with the big bite.
You try it, the whole thing. Always
Lots
like
of
that.
flavor. She put quite a bit of sauce in there, but I don't get that fermented taste. The tofu, some of the best tofu I've ever had. It was probably made like literally a few hours ago. And the herb has a very nice flavor as well. It's really, really nice.
So after going through all the market, seeing where all the meat and the veggies are coming from, we are now at our first spot trying Bun Cha, I think, which is like the barbecued pork inside of a broth with some green papaya. It smells really good.
Gotta excuse her, she had to wake up at 3:30 this morning.
Brains a little. Okay, so the broth on this one is fish sauce, sugar, vinegar, and water. And then you can add in whatever. So we just tried it on its own first. Very good.
Can you eat spicy?
But then you can put whatever in.
Not really, so.
The broth is very nice, sweet, like it really tastes like barbecue
So
pork.
you later.
Now that the photo's done. After that you had some rice noodles, some different herbs and chili, and apparently it's gonna make for the perfect bite every single time.
The noodles are so good.
Then this sauce here, see my hometown. They make the rice.
Our guide was saying she would love to tell us where we eat, but this restaurant doesn't have a name. You just need to know where it is. They only serve this dish for breakfast. At lunch, don't come here. There's not going to be any. Now that we've had breakfast, even though it's very far from our North American flavor, this is so interesting. We're going to go have crab soup. You pumped about crab soup, Tracey?
Sure.
Again, if you care about freshness for like chicken, duck, even pigeon, you can buy it straight from that guy and he goes behind the shed, kill it for you, prepare it, and well, that's dinner.
They take from the river.
So the bridge behind us, that's Long Bin Bridge, same name as the market. Right on this side, you have a huge farm, and that's where actually a lot of the food comes from. So they have chickens, they have meat, they have vegetables, all of that.
I also find it quite impressive to see like a farm like that of this size, like in the middle of Hanoi, which is the capital of Vietnam. So that's pretty cool.
That's why I'm working in here for 2.5 years. The first time, why I take you come here.
No judging, but this is my first time seeing that. This is actually dog meat. I know this is a little bit taboo and illegal in most countries, but it is legal here and fairly common. Let's just say that this is one of the rare things that I'm not gonna try. Very rare. I'm willing to try everything else, but not that.
Tomorrow. Because tomorrow, nobody.
So here they actually make tofu, and I've never seen it made.
So they soak the soybeans for several hours, and the fun fact is that the soybeans are actually from Canada. Then they put them in that machine that grounds them. The grounded part actually goes to the pig. Then the soy milk comes from there. Then it is boiled. Add some vinegar in there. That's what the gentleman is doing there. And then they put them in those little rack there, and it just they squeeze all the water out. It's basically like a similar process as making cheese.
Okay, so next we have a tofu pudding almost type. And it has like tapiocas in the bottom too. It's more of a dessert.
I think your mother really likes it.
So good. It's pretty good.
Like a custard.
That is good, isn't it? Pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah.
With the green tea. So whole way. So you have a two, the same the crab soup. Whole way.
Up next, we have a very colorful and full of things crab soup. But the interesting part is that the crabs are actually the small ones that they catch into the rice field. They're about like this big, and they just put them in like a bowl and grind them, so it makes like some sort of little crab paste, and it's right in there. So we're gonna see. So I just built the perfect bite: some bean sprout broth, vegetable, tofu, and of course crab, and even a little bit of beef. Very good flavor. Not as strong as the last one, but still very, very nice.
Yeah.
But how do you get it to get close in the middle?
His hand and his hand longer.
It's my mother-in-law's first time in Asia, and she's getting a very nice little chopstick lesson from a local, which is super cool. So this is actually pork sausage, and apparently it's mainly made of pig ears. So
Yeah, so different.
this tastes like pork.
So this one's different.
Oh, but I can hear better now.
So this one here is sweet and sour instead of just sour.
Salty, sweet, sour, salty, spicy, and bitter. Bitter from the herb.
Bitter from the
And the
herbs.
bite together.
Okay. So then you can add the bitter aspect with the herbs. But this one, a little bit different broth, so we're going to try it with broth first. Completely different broth again. Completely different. Wow. Okay.
So like Tracy said, even though they're both crab soup, they taste completely different. And this one, the new one that just arrived, actually has snails as well, like this. Didn't taste like much, just chewy.
One local order, just one thing.
Okay, so here we have sticky rice. There's different types here. We have the turmeric one, we have corn, we have two other ones which I have now forgotten. But you sprinkle turmeric, and then you sprinkle the little sesame paste over top, and it's just supposed to be a sweet sticky rice. I think I expected it to be more sweet, but apparently it is served at breakfast time. Oh, watch out. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I expected it to be more sweet, but it's still good.
The peanut. Yes.
So, these are two different ones. One is palm sugar and the other is cane sugar. These. And they're like they're battles inside. It's like a deep fried dough ball with sugar on the other side.
One.
We're gonna share.
Is it good?
Sure.
And then the filling, this is what we had actually the other day. We just didn't know what the filling was. The filling was yellow mung bean and coconut.
So we just stopped at a little coffee shop or cafe called Cafe 93. We have a banh mi coming up, which I'm pretty excited about because it's pretty different than what we had in the last video. If you didn't see that, you should watch it. Now for the coffee, we have salted coffee coming, egg coffee coming. But the one thing that's very different about the Vietnamese coffee is that most of the rest of the world use the Arabica bean, but here they use the Robusta bean, which makes for a much stronger coffee. I'm talking like I know things about coffee. I don't even like or drink coffee, but these guys are gonna enjoy it.
And when he says salt coffee, he means coconut coffee.
What you doing, bud? Are you here for the coffee too?
So we got the egg coffee and the coconut coffee. This egg coffee is different than the one that we had in Old Quarter. At least that's what I'm told. So I feel like I had to try it.
This one you put condensed milk in the bottom. You have a hot condensed milk.
Okay.
But if
That's
you put
really
the
good.
egg
Just
in
the egg, and it's
you
true.
have
The
cold.
top is much different
Yes.
compared to the first one that we had.
It looks like the top of a Cadbury egg.
Again, I'm not a big fan of coffee, but like the egg coffee really tastes like tiramisu. Like really.
So in this one we have pate on the bottom, cucumber, coriander, omelette, pork, fried shallot, and mayonnaise, and chili sauce. A lot of
And
ingredients
chili
in it.
All right.
I have to say this one is better than the one we had.
And they only make in the morning.
That's good. It's really cool because earlier on the street we saw where they make the bread, just like little hole in the wall with a bunch of oven, and they're making tons of those. The fun fact is the flour for these French baguettes, still today in 2025, the flour still comes from France.
reassured her so
Yeah, I
well.
think you
She
did.
ate more than I thought she would. So you did a good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You did a good job.
You know, in Vietnamese food, total very fresh.
But this is what you
try
see.
where in the local, you can see where the food come from and
Yeah.
where the food cooking and the people just
Yeah.
make it fresh in the day in the morning.
Yeah.
You try where the local people eat. The best way for you try within the cell.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
It was great.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
How did you find it, Myrna?
Oh, I was really happy.
Yeah, eh?
I was excited. It was out of my comfort zone, just parts of it,
Yeah.
but no, it was really good.
And there's so much to learn from that. Like it just.
Yeah.
She made you feel very comfortable.
Yeah. Back in her humble abodes, this, like, we've done many food tours around the world and a few with a chef store, the same company that runs in many countries around the world, like in India and Malaysia and others. This was by far my favorite food tours of all time. Yes, the food was good, our guide was great, but just going through the markets and just seeing the behind the scene of where the food comes from, the meat, the vegetables and everything, and seeing like life of local people in Vietnam, like, it is tiring. These people don't sleep a lot. They have to wake up at 1, 2, or 3 in the morning, go get their ingredients, and then sell them all day or run their little restaurant all day before going to bed for a few hours and then starting the cycle again.
Yeah, I think normally you get to know the culture through the food, which is still great, but this truly mixed like the culture of the people even by seeing the markets. You see how much work, how hard workers they are, basically. So this, I've said this before, a chef's tour is a perfect food tour, especially if you are a Tibet traveler. Like I said, I have my parents here. They don't do a lot of traveling, especially food tours are more outside of the comfort zone. And the guide was able to put my parents at ease. They were trying way more food than I thought they would. And just, it was a great morning.
It was fantastic.
Yeah. So get up at 4 a.m. for it. I
Worth
know
it.
it's hard, but like, just do it.
Just worth it. And then, you know, 5 hours later, it's 9. We're done for the day.
Yeah.
You can relax, have a good time.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the chef store's
best egg
information. Chef store's information is gonna be down below. I highly suggest this company. Like I said, we've used them again and again in many countries, not just here in Vietnam. So check them out for your next food tour. And until next time, see you guys
In the next one.